Do Pinterest keywords have you confused? Like you're wondering, where do I find them? Where do I use them? I don't even understand why we have keywords on Pinterest. This is the video for you. Hello there, I am Kate All. If you're new here, I own a company called Simple Pin Media. We are a Pinterest marketing agency, and our whole goal is to help people use Pinterest in a way that grows their business. I firmly believe that Pinterest should be in everybody's suite of options when it comes to their marketing. It is a different type of traffic that comes from Pinterest. We often call it a cold lead source, as opposed to a warm lead source, which might be like Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok. In order to get in front of that cold lead source, you need to use keywords, because the people on Pinterest operate in two ways. Number one, they open up the app and they scroll through just to see what Pinterest has put in their smart feed. This smart feed is built of everything they're interested in, anything they've searched for, ads, or anything that Pinterest thinks they might want to follow along. Now, there's a second way that they operate, and that is in the search feed. That is when they search a keyword or a phrase specifically to find something on a topic or a product. That is called the search feed. Then they will scroll through that to determine, is this what I'm looking for, or do I need to perform a different type of search? So you as the business owner need to figure out, how do I make sure that I'm using keywords in a way that gets in front of those searches and even gets in front of Pinterest to show them your interesting content to the people in their smart feed? Because maybe they know that somebody has already searched backyard gardens and they want to put that right there in their feed, so they might get interested in it. So let's dive in to the whole world of keywords on Pinterest. First, let's talk about how keywords might be different than what you're using on Google, what you're using on Instagram. Each one of these platforms has ways that people use it and certain keywords that they use. I always use the example of plant-based versus vegan. That is very different on Pinterest. You get different results when you search plant-based or you search vegan. So it's important, if you are in a genre that has a little bit of a switch, to make sure that you're going to Pinterest to make sure that that keyword is actually being searched over there, as opposed to just on Google or just on Instagram. We have pretty much like 4 different options when it comes to where we look for keywords. Number one is the search bar. There's just literally the search bar on Pinterest. You can either open up your phone, open up your desktop. I like desktop just because I have a bigger screen. It's easier to look through. So if I'm searching something like Portugal vacation tips or 10-day itinerary to Portugal, what you'll see below is anything that has to do with Portugal, itinerary. It depends on what order you put those words, but that's really where you're going to search for keywords. Let's say I've entered something like Portugal vacation tips. When I click on that, you'll see a row of colored bubbles at the top of the page, especially on desktop. This is called your guided search. I believe it's also on mobile too, but sometimes they're there and sometimes they're not. So double check on mobile. Listen, I know that your inbox is probably really full of emails. I get it, mine is too. But if you are pursuing Pinterest marketing, I think we have one of the best newsletters out there about Pinterest marketing. It's not super wordy, but it gives you just enough details to keep you up to date on anything that's happening on Pinterest, any resources we find relevant, our latest podcast, and our latest video here on YouTube. It takes less than 5 minutes to read, comes out every single Wednesday, and it's called Pinterest Made Simple. We curate this newsletter with the education that we do for our team by pulling in all of the articles and resources and giving you what we find most relevant. So I don't want this to be another email in your inbox. So if right now you feel like, Kate, I just cannot take another email, that's totally fine. But if you are looking for information just to keep you up to date, just kind of like a touch point, you can sign up for the Pinterest Made Simple newsletter here below in the description or here with the QR code. So get the Pinterest Made Simple newsletter today. We promise not to clutter up your inbox and be more of an additive to your Pinterest marketing. This goes a little bit deeper into deeper searches. Portugal 10-day itinerary tips. Maybe it is Lisbon or Porto or the beach. They're going to take me to more more specific locations within Portugal. Then we have the Trends tool, trends.pinterest.com. We'll leave a link below in the description to go find that. What I love about this is it gets more specific with when people are searching particular keywords, and it can be country specific. I believe there's like 16 or 17 countries in there that you can search. And this is really important as Pinterest is making a global reach. So if you are somebody that is in the UK, but you're targeting a North American audience, then you want to see when those searches are most popular in North America or vice versa. Let's say you are a North American seller, but you have a lot of people buying your products in the UK. You can search to see when people are looking for a particular product based on a keyword. I also love the Trends tool because I can see related keywords. I can see what boards are most popular, what pins are most popular. There's just so much good information that you can gather with the keywords that you find within the Trends tool. We have so many videos here on our channel about keywords. We're going to link to our top ones below so you can go watch those and go deeper on what I've just talked about. All right, now where do you want to put your keywords? I'm going to give you one quick win today. And then you can go watch some of those other videos where I go way deeper into pins and titles and things like that. Your profile. That is the number one place, and a lot of people overlook it. When you set up your business account, you have an opportunity to create your business name, your profile description, a bunch of different things in there. And a lot of people just kind of set up their business account and overlook those. So make sure you're adding keywords to your business account under settings. It is very intuitive. You can just walk right through it. In fact, we have a 4-part video series that's totally free for anyone who's just getting started on Pinterest, simplepinmedia.com/start, or you can scroll down below and you can find the link in our description. That gives you a screen share of how to walk through optimizing all your settings, because it can be confusing what settings are for you as a user and what settings are for you as a business owner. So you want to make sure that you are using keywords anywhere possible that you can within your profile. Okay, how do you keep track your keywords? You've done this research, you're looking in trends, you're looking at the search bar. I highly recommend you use a Google Sheet to keep track of your keywords. Make 10 to 20 of your pillar keywords. Mine might be Pinterest marketing for e-commerce, Pinterest marketing for bloggers or content creators. You want to have these ones that you know we are always using these keywords, and then revisit that every 6 months. Go ahead and double check on Pinterest. Does this still look like a popular keyword? Is there a new variation of the keyword that I might use? Just be very strategic in keeping track so you can see, is it working or is it not working? If you need more help, remember we have the Start series for you, simplepinmedia.com/start, and go get started on your keyword research.